Hey there, welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. So I'm back, grab your pens and papers, class is about to begin. Today, we're taking a look at a cold steel knife. Yes, cold steel. Specifically, the Recon 1 in CPM S35VN steel. Why? Well, one, a lot of people like cold steel, and two, there's been a lot of talk this past week or so about cold steel being sold to GSM Outfitters, a company that specializes in hiking and camping gear. Now, Lynn Thompson, the owner and founder of Cold Steel, insists that this is not going to affect Cold Steel quality or their line of knives or anything like that. And as long as he's still in charge of Cold Steel, I can believe that. But a lot of people are questioning how long he'll remain in charge of Cold Steel, and I can't blame them for asking that either, considering the way things seem to go in the corporate world. But before we get too far into all this and into the knife itself, which is the main reason he came here, let's get our syllabus work out of the way, shall we? For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. We mainly do knife reviews here on Fridays. Well, actually today is Saturday, but okay, so I'm a day late. Not a dollar short yet, though, hopefully. We also do occasionally do reviews of camping gear and some survival gear. You know, compasses, cooking equipment, flashlights, that sort of thing. Then on Mondays, we do a series called Knife Basics, what you really need to know. These are mainly aimed at those who are new to the world of knives and want to know what we start meaning when we start hauling out all these big words. Like in this case, when I mentioned CPM S35VN, which is a type of steel. There is some information in there that is useful for those who've been around for a while, but it's mainly aimed at people who are new to the hobby, so they aren't sitting there going, yeah, what he said. For those of you who have been with us for a while, welcome back. I'm glad you made it. Just got one question for you. And yes, you know what it is, because I ask it every week, and I'm going to keep on asking it. Have you subscribed yet? Why not? Come on, man. It's so bloody simple. All you have to do is hit that button right down there. It says subscribe. Then you hit the bell next to it. There you go. You get notified every time I put a neat new video. It's a win-win situation. You win because the more subscribers I have, the easier it is to get all these neat new things. I win, well, for exactly that reason. Plus, you never miss any of my videos by subscribing. But enough of that. Let's get back on to the knife. Recon 1 is actually a knife that Cold Steel's been making for a while. Cold Steel is known for making kind of big knives. And this one is over 5¼ inches closed. To be specific, it's 5.38 inches closed, so almost a ½ inch. It is a lockback with a very stiff lock. I mean, it's not going anywhere. Very sweet. Opens one-handed fairly easily if you've got a big enough hand. My hand is just big enough. Got black G10 handle scales. You've got a reversible pocket clip that can be switched for either right or left tip up carry. Unfortunately, you can't switch it for tip down, but you know, that's the way it goes. Nice wide lock here. As I say, it's stiff. You're not going to close it just by shaking it too well or easily. And it's got a nice big recess for to lock into when it locks. No blade play at all. Nicely centered, which is expected. And Cold Steel, it still makes a fair number of the knives here in the U.S. This one is made in Taiwan, but I won't hold it against them. The blade on this particular one, which is a drop point 4-inch blade, is made from CPM's S35VN stainless steel. So it is a much higher quality steel than you see on many knives, which explains its MSRP, which is, well, it's just retail price, is $176.95. I'm not selling it for quite that much. Matter of fact, now what am I selling for? I can't remember now. Let me take a quick look. Let's see here. And Recon 1. Yeah, I'm currently selling it on my website for $102.95, so not a bad deal. I say, Cold Steel is one of those knives that you either love or hate. Lynn Thompson, the founder, was a martial artist, and he started making these because, well, he just wasn't happy with most knives he could get. It's another interesting thing is that you can see they put some jimping on the handle itself, which, yeah, for my hand anyway, is right where my thumb naturally hits. So, yeah, it makes sense for the jimping to be there instead of on the blade. Very meaty blade. Question is, how well is it going to handle our standard battery of tests? So, we find out. Here. Start with a quick piece of scrap paper. And of course, it's straight out of the box. No touch-up, no anything. And yeah, it's handling that nicely. So sure can't complain about that. Let's see here. Cardboard. Here's a piece of cardboard. If I can get to it without dropping everything on the floor. Come on. There we go. Big knife, small piece of cardboard, but let's see how it does. Punches through nicely. A little bit of drag there, but I think that's just because of how thick the blade is. Let's see here. Yeah, as far as shredding the box, I'd hate to see the cardboard box that thing can't get through. See here. Hang package test. Standard bottle of Gold Peak tea, which I choose because it's heavier than most hang packages out there. It'll go through this, it'll go through anything. Right in. That was fast. Paracord. Let's see how we do on this. That was like it wasn't even there. Went through that loop quick. A little bigger loop than I normally test, but anyhow, it's a smaller loop and I wouldn't be able to get the tip through it. So let's see. One slice compared to the 2 slices most knives take when you're using just the very tip. Not bad at all. Definitely not bad. Let's see here. Leather. And this is definitely going to have to get some more leather here soon, but let's see how it does. Man. Yeah. If you're looking to cut yourself some laces or fashion yourself up some gauntlets or a vest or even a pair of chaps, that'll work quite nicely for that. And of course it'd probably work just well for skinning an animal, since that's what leather is tanned animal hide. Let's see here. There they are. Zip tie. How does it do on a zip tie? Straight through. No hesitation whatsoever. Straight through. Again, no hesitation whatsoever. Let's see how it does on chopping. Wow. Yeah, it chopped it fast and furious. Would be a nice knife in the chop. And it just trims that smooth, fast and furious. Feathering it up like nobody's business. So let's see here. Where's my glove? There it is. Let's see how it does this way. And that's a serious pivot point, so I'm not anywhere near as concerned about the pivot point on this as I am on most folding knives. Still a little concerned, because on any folding knife, the pivot point is a weak spot, but let's see. Going in nicely, but I don't know if you can see you can see I'm not splitting it with the grain, so yeah, I'm deliberately making it harder on the knife than it has to be. And it's still biting in quite nicely. Probably work even better if I had used a stick or hammer or some other method to strike it other than my bare hand. Gloved hand. Oh, there you have it. And I mean, yeah, it's the shiny spots are rubbing right out. Let's see how it does. Where did I put that piece of paper? Here it is. Let's see if it took any damage. None whatsoever. So, of course, I'd have been surprised if it had taken any damage, considering it's a S35VN steel. But you never know. If they had blown the heat treatment, it would have taken some damage. but they didn't. Notice they also put some nice finger welds in there. This makes it fit in your hand very sweetly. Definitely helps with the grip. The whole thing is just so nicely shaped ergometrically. And it's no wonder those who like cold steel will really like this knife. I gotta admit, I probably wouldn't normally carry a knife this big, but it would handle anything you could throw at it without even batting an eye. Most definitely worth the price. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little bit. I wish you luck. I hope you come back again. And remember, it may be ability decides what you can do. It may be necessity decides what you will do. But it's attitude that decides how well you do it. So if you're going to do something, do it with attitude. In the meantime, I'll leave you a couple videos over here for your enjoyment. Of course, you can always hit that target to subscribe. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care now. Bye.